Hello, and welcome once again to BigBookCTK.com. My name is Tulsi, and I'm reading Alonso Fitz and Other Stories by Mark Twain. The Great Revolution in Pitcairn. Let me refresh the reader's memory a little. Nearly 100 years ago, the crew of the British ship Bounty mutinied, set the captain and his officers adrift upon the open sea, took possession of the ship, and sailed southward. They procured wives for themselves among the natives of Tahiti, then proceeded to a lonely little rock in mid-Pacific called Pitcairn's Island, wrecked the vessel, stripped her of everything that might be useful to a new colony, and established themselves on shore. Pitcairn is so far removed from the track of commerce that it was many years before another vessel touched there. It had always been considered an uninhabited island, so when a ship did at last drop its anchor there in 1808, the captain was greatly surprised to find the place peopled. Although the mutineers had fought among themselves and gradually killed each other off until only 2 or 3 of the original stock remained, these tragedies had not occurred before a number of children had been born. So in 1808, the island had a population of 27 persons. John Adams, the chief mutineer, still survived and was to live many years yet as governor and patriarch of the flock. From being mutineer and homicide, he had turned Christian and teacher, and his nation of 27 persons was now the purest and devoutest in Christendom. Adams had long ago hoisted the British flag and constituted his island an appanage of the British Crown. Today, the population numbers 90 persons, 16 men, 19 women, 25 boys, and 30 girls, all descendants of the mutineers, all bearing the family names of those mutineers, and all speaking English, and English only. The island stands high up out of the sea and has precipitous walls. It is about 3/4 of a mile long, and in places is as much as half a mile wide. Such arable land as it affords is held by the several families according to a division made many years ago. There is some livestock, goats, pigs, chickens, and cats, but no dogs, and no large animals. There is one church building used also as a capitol, a schoolhouse, and a public library. The title of the governor has been, for a generation or two, magistrate and chief ruler, in subordination to Her Majesty the Queen of Great Britain. It was his province to make the laws, as well as execute them. His office was elective. Everybody over 17 years old had a vote, no matter about the sex. The sole occupations of the people were farming and fishing, their sole recreation, religious services. There has never been a shop in the island, nor any money. The habits and dress of the people have always been primitive, and their laws simple to puerility. They have lived in a deep Sabbath tranquility, far from the world and its ambitions and vexations, and neither knowing nor caring what was going on in the mighty empires that lie beyond their limitless ocean solitudes. Once in 3 or 4 years, a ship touched there, moved them with aged news of bloody battles, devastating epidemics, fallen thrones, and ruined dynasties, then traded them some soap and flannel for some yams and breadfruit, and sailed away, leaving them to retire into their peaceful dreams and pious dissipations once more. On the 8th of last September, Admiral de Horsey, Commander-in-Chief of the British fleet in the Pacific, visited Pitcairn's Island and speaks as follows in his official report to the Admiralty. They have beans, carrots, turnips, cabbages, and a little maize, pineapples, fig trees, custard apples and oranges, lemons and coconuts, Clothing is obtained alone from passing ships in barter for refreshments. There are no springs on the island, but as it rains generally once a month, they have plenty of water. Although at times in former years they have suffered from drought, no alcoholic liquors except for medicinal purposes are used, and a drunkard is unknown. Thank you very much for watching. You've been listening to The Great Revolution in Pitcairn by Mark Twain. My name is Tussie, and this is BigBookCTK.com. Thank you very much, and bye for now.